Live from the Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California, NESN presents Boston Red Sox baseball. Tonight, the Red Sox once again take on the Oakland A's. Hello and welcome, everyone. Tom Carrot in for Dave O'Brien tonight. Jerry Remy here as always. Hope you're ready for some late night baseball as Chris Sale takes the mound. And when Chris Sale takes the mound, it's all about Chris Sale. He has been nothing short of spectacular for the Red Sox. Great stats. We could talk about him all night, but he means a lot more to this team than just numbers.
Well, he does, you know, and every good team has that one guy that they know that every time he goes to the mound, they have a chance to win that ball game. And for the Red Sox, it's Chris Sale right now. I mean, he's been absolutely unstoppable. The strikeout numbers are off the charts with him. He's getting with all different types of pitches, his changeup, his breaking ball, his fastball. He's had 7 games in a row where he struck out at least 10 guys, and it's been just remarkable to watch. So the confidence that's built in this ball club around him is incredible right now. And you see the rankings in the major leagues. Look at where he's #1 in almost all those categories. Opponents are only hitting 160 against him, and his ERA is 2.15. And, you know, these numbers are off the charts. Cy Young kind of stuff going on right now for Chris Sale.
Well, he's been better than expected, and they expected him to be really good. In fact, the most important stat, the Red Sox are 6-2 when Chris Sale starts a game. They're under 500 when any other pitcher makes a start. They'll look for more of that from him tonight. Only 2 men have ever struck out 10 batters in 8 consecutive games. Pedro Martinez did it in his Cy Young season of 1999, and Chris Sale did it with the White Sox in 2005. He'll try to match that mark tonight in Oakland. For deals, buyatoyota.com. By Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. By Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. By Plain Ridge Park Casino, 45 minutes from Boston. By your New England Audi dealers and the all-new 2018 Audi Q5. And by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. It's a gorgeous night for baseball here in Oakland. The weather has been fantastic. An early start tonight here in Oakland, late where you are. 6:30 the start here, a big fireworks show coming up after the game. We're ready for baseball, but first, let's head down to field level for the first time tonight and say hello to Garen Austin. Hey, Garen.
Hi, TC. Well, it's no secret what A's fans want, and that is a new ballpark. And since that can't happen overnight, the A's have been doing everything they can to kind of spice up this place throughout the time that they have left here at the Coliseum. And that starts with really honoring their past, and that started with naming the field Rickey Henderson Field. And the A's really listened to their fans about their dissatisfaction with the food that has been offered. So now the A's are bringing in food trucks. 16 on a big game night, 8 on a midweek night, and they're offering their fans a variety of everything from vegan cuisine anything to really try to connect with their millennial fans throughout the time they have left here. TC?
Thanks, Karen. Let's get down there and hit those food trucks.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
That's how you do it. They, of course, are talking about building a new ballpark somewhere in Oakland. The Golden State Warriors next door are moving to San Francisco. The Raiders are moving to Las Vegas. So right now, the A's are the only team still around. The Red Sox lineup brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Mookie Betts, Dustin Pedroia, Xander Bogaerts have settled in as the top 3 hitters. Andrew Benintendi back in the cleanup spot tonight. Hanley Ramirez, the DH. Mitch Moreland at first base once again. Jackie Bradley Jr. in center. Sandy Leone behind the plate. And Devin Marrero settling in as the everyday third baseman. On the mound for the Oakland A's, it'll be Kendall Graveman. 2 wins, 2 losses, a 3.95 ERA. A no decision in his last outing against the Rangers on Sunday. 6 2/3 innings, 4 earned runs. 18-22 in 3 years with the Oakland A's.
The A's defense is last in the American League, 37 errors on the season. Trevor Plouffe will be at third base. Adam Rosales, will be at shortstop. Jed Lowry at second, and Ryan Healy, the first baseman. Chris Davis in left field. Rajay Davis, the center fielder. Canner in right field, and Josh Fegley doing the catching for Graveman.
Watches.com first pitch.
Underway here in Oakland as the Red Sox try to bounce back from the loss last night, beaten 8-3. They have won 2 of their last 3, and 2 out of 3 on the road trip so far. Mookie Betts leading off. As I said, this top 3 has settled in nicely. Mookie Betts over the last 10 games hitting .356 now. 75 degrees and sunny here. 6:30 start. West Coast time. Glad you could join us as the Red Sox road trip continues. 2 wins in St. Louis, then the loss last night. Betts fouls that one off to the third base side.
Seeing the ball could be a little bit of an issue here early in the game. The pitcher and hitter is in shadows, but the backdrop still in sunlight, and that creates some problems sometimes seeing the spin on the baseball.
The 1-2 pitch to Betts gets the called third strike. Graveman begins his night with a strikeout.
Yeah, perfect pitch on the outside part of the plate. All fastballs from Graveman to start off Mookie Betts and pick up that first strikeout of the ball game. Strikeout high in the season for Graveman is 7. Did that in his first start against the Angels.
All right, it's time for our mini countryman player profile. Dustin Pedroia, a 21-game hitting streak against the A's. That is the longest against the A's in baseball, and 1 short of the Red Sox record held by Jim Rice, who's back in studio tonight. Send a little love to the guys in studio. It's a late night for them tonight.
Very late night. Very late night. But it might be a quick one with Sale on the mound.
Oh, don't say that. There's a ground ball to the right side, fielded there by Ryan Healy, and 2 quick outs here for Graveman. Umpires here, brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. It'll be Mike Winters behind the plate. He's the crew chief. Chad Whitson at first. Mike Mushalinsky at second base, and Marty Foster back in there at third base. Boy, he took a line drive off the mask foul ball last night. Looked staggered, but stayed in there. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. SAP, presented by Toyota. Visit compra2toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas noches, amigos.
You don't have a late night one. I was wondering if you had a...
I don't know. I'm not sure I do.
Late?
I'll find out.
All right. We'll work on that for these 9:30, 10 o'clock starts. Xander Bogaerts. Had hit in 17 consecutive road games. That snapped last night. Bogaerts continues to swing a hot bat. .331 the batting average. Best on the team now. Tried to hold up there, but he couldn't.
Cut fastball that time on the outside, way off the outside part of the plate against Bogaerts. It's the 4th time that Graveman has faced the Red Sox. He's had a couple of starts and 1 relief appearance against him.
Fouls it off. Graveman with a heavy sinker will get a lot of ground ball outs if he's on his game.
A lot of his problems have come early in the ball game, but no problem so far for 2 quick outs here in the first inning.
It's the 1-2 from Graveman.
Oh.
This is inside, but not by much.
No, Xander Bogaerts very fortunate still to be at the plate right now. That's the kind of pitch that Graveman needs and wants.
Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning and a quick 1-2-3 inning for Graveman. Chris Sale coming out. We're scoreless in the first. Right to the A's lineup, brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Rajai Davis leading off. Rosales, Lowry, Chris Davis, Plouffe, Healy, Canna, Pinder, and Fegley facing Chris Sale. He gets started with a strike. Chris Sale making his 9th start of the season. 85 strikeouts in his first 8 starts, and he's quickly ahead 0-2. Red Sox starting pitcher presented by your New England Audi dealers. 85 strikeouts matches Randy Johnson's major league record for the most strikeouts in the first 8 starts with a new team. Davis drops the bat and takes the ball.
That ball inside, up and in on Davis, and like he didn't like it and just dropped the bat. But that's Chris Sale. I mean, he'll come inside against right-handers, left-handers, it doesn't matter.
Led the league in hit batters the last 2 seasons, not because of a lack of control, because he will come inside and he gets Rajai Davis on 4 pitches to begin the game.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 14th in the league with 32 errors on the season. Devin Marrero at third base, Xander Bogaerts to shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, Mitch Moreland at first, Benintendi, Bradley Jr., Betts in the outfield, and Sandy Leon doing the catching for Chris Sale.
How much has Marrero solidified things at third base?
Very much. You know, he's made a lot of really nice backhanded plays down at third base, saving extra bases.
And that'll bring up Adam Rosales, the shortstop. Rosales with his 4th major league team now, hitting .259 on the season. Two swings and misses.
He's had the most success in this lineup against Sale. He's a .412 career hitter with 3 home runs. That time Sale getting him fooled on a changeup.
Yeah, he and Jed Lowry have both had success against Sale. Holds up there and he takes the ball. The 1-2 from Sale. Just misses down low. It's time for Unlimited Baseball Break, brought to you by T-Mobile. Take a look at Jed Lowry and Adam Rosales and their numbers against Chris Sale. Both men hitting .412. As you said, the 3 homers for Adam Rosales, who's added a little bit of power to his numbers against Sale.
Oh, Sale was really upset after that last pitch. I've never seen him do that before.
And he gets a little comebacker here. Sale will pick it up and flip it over to Mitch Moreland for the second out of the inning.
Take a look at the pitch that Sale thought he had strike 3 on, and watch his reaction. He just walks off the back of the mound. He can't believe that's not called a strike on the inside part of the plate. And I've never seen him do that before. That's the first time. Trying to compose himself, can't believe it's not a strike, gets back on the mound and eventually gets the out anyway.
So 2 down, and Jed Lowry will come to the plate. Former Red Sox infielder, now settling in as a second baseman, and he sends this one to right field into the sun. Mookie Betts is there, and he'll make the catch. A quick 1-2-3 inning, and we're scoreless after 1 here in Oakland. Outdoors, Charlie goes fishing, and the weather takes a turn for the worse. Can he fight through it and catch the big one? Find out tomorrow night at 8 on an all-new Charlie Moore Outdoors. Andrew Benintendi leading off the second inning here after a 1-2-3 first inning. Benintendi got yesterday off. An 0 for 26 skid he's in right now. And he gets a base hit to the opposite field, so his first at-bat, he's trying to stretch it into extra bases and will.
Now, you never know what type of hit is going to take you out of a slump. As you mentioned, TC, 0 for 26 going into that at-bat. And that was an accident right there, hitting the ball down the third base line. I mean, he wasn't intending to do that, but that's how you get some lucky hits like that, and it maybe makes you go. Inside-out swing right there, but not intended to go in that direction, I can tell you that. But it did, and he gets on second base with a leadoff double.
So Benintendi facing Graveman for the first time. And the slump is over as he gets himself in scoring position. First hit of the game for either team. Hanley Ramirez will step up to the plate, looking to do something here in the second inning. No score from Oakland. And he goes opposite field, slices it foul.
Well, that's one thing I'd like to see Hanley do. You know, I think he's been caught up in times to trying to swing too hard, go for the home run. Start using more of right center field. That's when he's at his best. That time he looked like he was trying to move the ball in that direction.
1 for 4 yesterday after not starting the 2 games in St. Louis. Designated hitter, obviously, in interleague play. Shoulder still bothering him when he tries to play defense. Ramirez making 1 start. That was last week in Milwaukee. That's when he re-injured that trap muscle that goes from your shoulder up to your neck when he landed awkwardly after making a nice defensive play. Graveman steps off the rubber. Benintendi gets back. 1-1 the count here to Hanley. No score, second inning. Last night the Red Sox beaten 8-3. Hector Velasquez in his major league debut. Graveman missing outside. It'll be 2-1. Talking to Hanley before the game, he seems ready. He says he's feeling good. Doesn't bother him swinging the bat.
Looks like he's opened up his stance a little bit in this ball game tonight. And he's having a tough time. It seems like he's having a difficult time getting comfortable. I mean, he's in between pitches. He's taken a long time getting into the batter's box, and that's kind of throwing off Graveman a little bit. Now they have a meeting on the mound, and we'll start the whole process over again.
Hanley's hitting .304 over his last 16 starts. He's reached safely in 15 of those 16 games. Gets the called strike on the outside. 2-2 the count now to Hanley Ramirez.
Hanley didn't like that call. Thought that ball was low and away. Instead, he has a little discussion with Winters, the home plate umpire, and still shaking his head.
Graveman cruised through the first inning, 1-2-3, striking out 2 batters. Here, after the leadoff double to Benintendi, the count is full to Hanley Ramirez. Hanley with 5 home runs on the season. Ground ball to second base. Lowry gets over there, and he'll get Hanley at first. The runner advances as Benintendi goes to third. So 1 down here in the second.
Usually the guys in the middle of the lineup, you don't ask to move a runner along, but if you do and you make an out, that's a great thing. So he gets a man to third base, especially when you expect a low-scoring ball game with your pitcher on the mound. It becomes very important, and that's going to bring the Oakland Athletics in. Bring the infield in very early in the game. So good job by Hanley with the ground ball to the right side. Advances Benintendi, and the respect for Sale as they bring the infield in.
And that'll bring Mitch Moreland to the plate. Moreland gets out of the way of Graveman's first pitch. His 3rd home run of the season last night. Snapped a 0-for-16 skid Wednesday night with a couple of hits. A single and a double, the 16th double of his season, ties him for the major league lead. Swing and a foul ball there. 1-1 the count.
Right now you're in a situation where you're looking for something to lift in the air. You want to stay away from the ground ball because the infield's in. Try to get a pitch that's up around belt high or higher and lift the ball. Obviously trying to get a base hit, home run, whatever, but trying to get Benintendi home at least with a sacrifice fly.
Graveman after a long look.
That's too late.
Timeout was called.
And Graveman didn't like that at all. You don't have to grant time to the hitter at home plate. They do most of the time. But that was a very late timeout call. You see Moreland asking for it, and finally it's given to him by Winters.
1-1 the count. Strike 2.
That's that cut fastball again. He throws a lot of them. Crowd coming to life here at the Coliseum.
One out here in the second. Andrew Benintendi at third base after a double. Moreland fouls it off to stay alive. One thing Moreland's done this year is he's had great strike zone discipline. He's been walking at a much higher rate.
Yeah, 23 walks on the season for Moreland.
Once every 7 1/4 at bats. That's about twice as frequently as his career average. A walk every 14 at bats or so. 23 walks is the most on the team. He takes the ball outside here.
That's a pretty good pitch, though, right there by Graveman. You know, a sinker down and away, hoping that Moreland will try to hook that ball on the ground. Wisely stays off it. It was quite a distance off the outside corner.
Graveman was on the DL earlier in the season, and he gets Moreland there for his third strikeout of the game.
That's big there for Graveman. A cut fastball again, down and in. Almost the same action as a slider on this one. A big cutter that's going to be down around the ankles. So no contact with the man at third base. Now with 2 outs, the infield can go back. And Jackie Bradley Jr. will have to try to do something with 2 outs.
Bradley with 3 homers in the last 5 road games, showing signs of life as over the last week or so his bat has started to come around. Over 3 last night with a walk. He stole a base as well last night. Went 4 for 8 with the 2 homers, 3 RBI in the 2-game sweep of St. Louis. Quickly ahead here, 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to count here.
Right now he's wearing out that cut fastball, throwing it a lot.
He'll throw it more to left-handed hitters, obviously. Primarily a 4-seam, 2-seam fastball guy to right-handed hitters. Ground ball to Bradley. Lowry up with it. And the Red Sox strand the leadoff double for Benintendi, heading to the bottom of the second scoreless. Coming up at Foxwoods Resort Casino, Comic-Con, June 10th and 11th, Fifth Harmony on the 18th, and Nick Walenda's Circus, June 18th through July 2nd. Second inning here, Chris Sale, 1-2-3 first inning, 1 strikeout. He'll face Chris Davis. Davis homered last night. Tied now for the team lead with 12 homers on the season. Sale gets the called strike there, 1-1 the count.
That's a good sign if he can get that pitch called a strike on the outside part of the plate. That was a changeup that time.
High fly ball. Mitch Moreland into foul territory. Gets under it and he'll make the catch. 1 down here in the second.
Don't miss the game, especially while the Sox are on the West Coast. Import the NESN Red Sox calendar into your favorite desktop, web, or mobile calendar. You will get automatic updates, game reminders, and much more. Visit NESN.com/schedule to import the schedule today.
1 down here in the second. Trevor Plouffe had his first 3-hit game of the season last night. It's a 9-game hitting streak in tow as he takes strike 1 here from Sale. Quickly 0-2. Last year, Plouffe hit .260 with 12 homers in just 84 games for the Twins. 3 different stints on the DL. If he can stay healthy, he's a guy who can help this team.
Yeah, he's got some power. There's no question about that.
And a base hit here to left field. So Plouffe with the first hit of the night for the A's, a 1-down single here in the second.
Yeah, that was the slider that time from Sale, and a pretty good job. A little bit off balance by Plouffe. He's out on his front foot, but still able to hook it down that left field line. Wants to go down and in with the slider. It stays out over the plate, and Plouffe able to pull that ball, even though he was a bit off balance on that swing.
So 1 down, 1 on here in the second inning for Ryan Healy, the first baseman last night, went 1 for 4. He's been heating up for the A's, hitting .314 with 4 homers over the last 13 games. After hitting .228 in his first 27 games of the season. First pitch swinging, strike 1 the call.
Now you're seeing a lot of guys do that because, you know, we highlighted the fact that this could be a big strikeout night for Sale because they strike out almost as much as anybody in the league. But the fact is, when you know you're a team like that against a pitcher like Sale, why stay around with 2 strikes?
Sale with a major league leading 85 strikeouts. Jams him here, and it'll be fouled back into the seats.
Yeah, first 2 pitches Healy sees, he swings at the fastball and then the slider.
Seeing that approach against Craig Kimbrell here as well. Seems more and more guys are trying to get after him early in the count.
I mean, that's the proper thing to do, really. I mean, if you got big strikeout pitches, why wait to give them 2 strikes and give you a chance to strike out? First strike you see, let it go.
Sale misses upstairs, 1-2.
Been a couple of pitches so far that could have gone Sale's way that did not. One for sure back in the first inning that he was very upset about. The last one pretty close. Maybe a little too high.
Just misses there, almost the same spot.
Apparently that's not going to be a strike tonight, the high strike.
Home plate umpire Mike Winters seems pretty consistent in that. Not giving that high strike call. Ground ball to short. Bogarts flips it to Pedroia in time for the inning-ending double play. 6-4-3 on the Twin killing, and we head to the third scoreless in Oakland. is returning to America's most beloved ballpark with the Fenway Gridiron Series presented by Your Call Football. Tickets on sale now. Visit redsox.com/gridiron for more information. Sandy Leone leading off a scoreless third inning, each team with a hit. Good pitchers duel so far here in Oakland. Leone has hit safely in his last 3 games, and he leads off the third inning with a base hit here to right field. So for the second straight inning, the Red Sox have the leadoff runner aboard.
Good job by Sandy Leone. He got a changeup that time from Graveman, stayed back on it very nicely, and put it into the sun field right now, which is right field.
Batting in the 9th position, third baseman.
Here's the off-speed pitch down and away, and he's able to hook that ball into the gap, chased down by Canner out there, but he's the only guy left in the sun right now.
Yeah, take a look at that. How bad is that for the right fielder?
That's real bad for the right fielder right now. Anything hit high in the air, he's got the most difficult job out there.
And as you said, he's the only guy in the sun here right now. That's the way it was when the game began last night. Tonight starting a half hour earlier. Big fireworks show coming up after the game.
That's true. I love fireworks after a game. I really do.
I know you do.
It gives us a chance to get out.
Yes, it does. Devin Marrero at the plate here with a man on and nobody out in the third inning.
Think about it, TC. There's nothing prettier than driving away from Oakland, look in your rearview mirror, you can see the fireworks. You look in front of you, you can see San Francisco. It's just beautiful.
And no cars between you and San Francisco.
Exactly.
It's a hip-hop fireworks show. We got to hear the soundtrack during early batting practice today here.
Very loud. It was very, very loud. They're one of the better sound systems in the league here in Oakland. It's always been that way.
You know why we got to hear it?
We were here early.
Because I came with you today.
That's right.
It was breakfast at the Coliseum. Ball inside. Last night you told me we were leaving the hotel at noon. I had to remind you today was the night game. But that's when you wanted to come anyway.
I gave you 15 minutes. We didn't leave till 12:15.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Might as well get to the ballpark. That's what we're here for. 2-1 the count here to Marrero. Slices that one foul into the seats.
You know what I enjoy about getting here early? A lot of things. First of all, it gets you out of the hotel. But the fact that, like today, for example, the Red Sox took extra batting practice, and it's a great chance to be able to sit here and watch what they're working on. And also, they took some outfield practice. All 3 outfielders, Benintendi, Betts, and Bradley, was making throws to different bases today. So it was kind of almost like a spring training day before.
Ground ball. Rosales gets it started across the first base in time of the double play. So a 6-4-3 double play. And now 2 outs, nobody on in the third.
Now that's kind of what Graveman does, isn't it? Throws that 2-seam fastball, gets some ground balls, and eliminates 2 runners with 1 pitch.
So Mookie Betts took a called third strike in his first at bat. 1 for 4 yesterday, 4 for 16 on the road trip. Takes that one inside. We got to see Carson Smith throw off a mound today too by being here early.
Yeah, he looked like he was throwing pretty darn good off that mound too. It may not be too long before he's able to go out on a rehab assignment. That would be another big boost for a bullpen that's already very good for the Red Sox.
Of course, the roster move today. Robbie Ross Jr. sent back to Pawtucket. Noe Ramirez called up. And you talk about a guy who's been on the Pawtucket shuttle. Noe Ramirez was recalled today, the 12th time in a year and a half he's been called up.
Whatever happened to options?
He's out after this year. I know that much.
After this year.
I'm sure he's got the X's on the calendar at home, counting down the days to when he's out of options. 8 times last season he was called up. There he is, smiling now that he's here. That's the way it usually works. 2-1 the count. Line drive, base hit down the left field line. Mookie Betts will head to second base and pull up there with a stand-up 2-out double here in the third.
Now Betts going right down that third base line and right down the third base line with authority. Let's see where the location of this pitch is. They want it away, but it stays right in Mookie's spot, right inside like that. And that's one that, boy, he just, I mean, if he doesn't hit it out of the ballpark, he hits it hard someplace. And that time right down into the corner to get into scoring position with 2 outs. So the Red Sox have had some early opportunities. This one coming with 2 outs in the inning because of the double play.
Third hit of the game, second of the inning. Benintendi and Betts with doubles tonight. Leon with the single to begin this third inning, but erased on the double play. Dustin Pedroia. First pitch swinging, ground ball. Shortstop Rosales gets over and gets it in time to end the inning. Still scoreless after 2.5 here in Oakland.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
The best seats, price, and benefits Fenway has to offer. For information on becoming a season ticket holder, please visit redsox.com/season tickets or call 877-Red Sox 9 today.
Mark Hanna, the right fielder, leading off the third inning here. Screwing himself into the ground on that swing there. 1-1. You know, so often the book on an ace is that you got to try to get to him early. That hasn't been the case with Chris Sale. He has been on the mark early on, but Canna here will rip one down the left field line, off the wall. Benintendi plays it on the big hop, but Canna will pull in with a leadoff double here in the third. So for the first time tonight, the A's have a runner in scoring position, and as Pinder comes up to the plate, we head down to Garen Austin. Hey, Garen.
TC, David Price went 2 innings, 65 pitches in his rehab assignment with Pawtucket tonight, despite the plan being 85 to 90 pitches. Now, the team said that Price is not injured. It's just that the innings were really long, and hopefully we'll know more after tonight's game what the plan is moving forward. Guys?
Yeah, thanks, Garen. Not what the Red Sox or Price had hoped for. The leadoff hitter tonight for Buffalo fouled off 11 pitches, and it was a 15-pitch at bat.
That's a great start, right? You see the numbers: 2 innings of 5 hits. But the number of pitches: 65 pitches, 41 for strikes. And I would guess, you know, I was talking to John Farrell, and he said that, you know, if everything goes perfect tonight for David Price, and he can get up to about 90 pitches, get up and down maybe 4 or 5 times to do that, then they would certainly consider, you know, checking with David first of all, consider really bringing him up for a next stop. But I think with the outing today, it's probably going to take one more.
earlier this week welcomed in his first child. Xavier was born on Tuesday, so congratulations to the whole family. Then took a big step forward tonight. But you would think, with it only being 2 innings, that they probably want to give him another minor league rehab, don't you think?
I think so, yeah.
Swing and a miss there, and Chad Pinder strikes out. Second strikeout of the night for Sale, and first out of the third.
Yeah, Sale just running back with the fastball that time, and he gets it about belt high at 95 miles an hour to pick up the strikeout. So that leaves the man at second base. No contact will do that.
Pinder, the DH, striking out. The A's have gotten the worst production out of the DH position of any team in the American League. Just 3 homers, 9 RBI, and under 200 from that position. You know, when your DH is batting 8th, you're probably not getting a lot of offense out of that DH, but they've got some guys on the DL right now that have forced them into that. And that'll bring up the catcher Fegley here with 1 out. The man on second base. A 1-strike count now from Chris Sale. Fouls that off. I was saying before, Jerry, about trying to get to an elite pitcher early on. The last 3 starts, Sale has struck out 6 of the first 9 batters he would face, almost demoralizing a team before you get into the game.
Yeah, and then it seems like after that, you know, after they get a taste of that early in the ballgame, they start swinging earlier in the count against Sale. A lot of times in the middle part of the inning, the strikeouts go down for them, or the game, I should say, the strikeouts start to go down because the other team's more aggressive. Now, these are in situations, leadoff double. Against a pitcher like him, you've got to take advantage of that. How many opportunities are you going to get with a man at second base and nobody out? Of course, now with 1 out after the strikeout.
Got the win on Saturday against Tampa Bay. Gave up 3 earned runs over 7 innings. Swing and a miss there. And that's a second strikeout in a row. 2 down now here in the third.
There was a day when you used to cut down on your swing with 2 strikes. I'm telling you, look at this swing with the count. No balls and 2 strikes. He's going for the moon. I mean, there was nothing about trying to make contact with that swing.
That is the OPS era of baseball.
Wow.
It's all about driving the ball for extra bases, get your slugging percentage up. Nobody's looking for a single. Draw a walk or swing for the downs. 2 down now after the back-to-back strikeouts, and Rajai Davis. First pitch swinging, and he sends it foul. How about that effort? Hang with him.
That was a great effort down there by the ball attendant down in the bullpen area for the Oakland Athletics. Look, he's filthy. He goes into the complete dive here. Didn't get the baseball. Actually, the dive came after the ball went by him.
Kind of more of a stumble than a dive.
That's rather embarrassing.
That's, on further review, not as tremendous an effort as we thought. And again, for the second time tonight, Rajai Davis drops his bat on a ball. Two inside pitches tonight to Davis, and each time he's dropped the bat. Takes a called strike there. It's 1-2.
I don't know if it has anything to do. Last night it looked to me like he hurt his hand a little bit during that game, and I wonder if that's the reason why he's doing that. I mean, that's bizarre. Twice he's done it in this game on pitches that have been inside. It's almost like he doesn't want to get jammed.
Davis, of course, a New Englander, New London High School, University of Connecticut at Avery Point. Fouls this one off.
Got a respectable .296 average against Sale coming into the ballgame tonight.
This is his 16th game back from the DL, hitting just .226 since he returned. One of the faster players still in the American League. 120 stolen bases with Oakland as he fouls this one back. Ace Ticket is Boston's trusted source for Red Sox tickets. From bleachers to box seats, Ace Ticket has the lowest prices to games at Fenway, all backed with a 200% guarantee. Ace offers mobile entry and will send your tickets right to your phone. Visit aceticket.com now or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. Man on second, 2 down. And he gets a called third strike as he drops that one in there. Davis didn't like it. But 3 strikeouts after the leadoff double, and we head to the 4th scoreless at the Coliseum.
Fans, get ready for the Budweiser $4 fourth.
And we are scoreless. As it'll be Xander Bogaerts leading off. He struck out in the 1st inning. 1-2-3 first for Kendall Graveman. Red Sox with 3 hits off Graveman. Bogaerts chasing after that one. It's quickly 0-2.
And that's surprised to look like on the cut fastball that time for Bogaerts.
Inside pitch there. We talk about the top 3 hitters, Betts, Pedroia, Bogaerts. They have settled in nicely. This is the 12th game with those 3 guys at the top of the order, and they're hitting .317 as a trio over the course of those 11 games coming into tonight. And the Red Sox, not coincidentally, tied for the major league lead with over 6 runs a game in that stretch. So that lineup juggle that Saturday in Minnesota really seemed to spark this offense.
Now, one thing it did, TC, it got 2 hitters back in spots they like to be in. Betts and Pedroia, 1 and 2. I don't think Bogaerts cares very much whether he's sitting 2nd or 6th.
But he didn't like batting 6th, I don't think.
Nah,
I think he wants to be higher in the order.
Yeah.
Here's a line drive, left field, over the head of Chris Davis, bouncing up off the wall. And Xander Bogaerts leads off the 4th inning with a double. 3rd straight inning, the Red Sox get a hit to lead off the inning.
Yeah, and that's you got to get some of these runs home. Bogaerts really jumping on this pitch that was on the inside part of the plate.
Andrew Benintendi.
He's got such good discipline at the plate, whether he's going to the opposite field or pulling the ball. His shoulder stays on the ball, his head stays on the baseball. It's not flying off. Generally, when it does, he has a bad swing, but when he has good swings, everything is in order.
That's his 3rd extra base hit of the road trip. Tripled twice on Wednesday at St. Louis. 4 triples on the year. He leads the American League. So a man in scoring position for Andrew Benintendi. Snapped an 0-for-26 skid with a leadoff double in the 2nd inning. Benintendi had been hitting .376 prior to that 0-for-26 skid. That's why everybody was so shocked. Kind of came out of nowhere. The 0-1, swing and a miss.
It happens, and it happens to everybody, no matter what stage of the career you're at. and you just got to kind of battle through things. You know, it's like you get a day off yesterday. You don't really want it because you say, how am I going to get out of a slump if I'm not playing? But, you know, the next day you feel better about things. You got to relax a little bit. Take your mind off it for a while. He's out taking extra batting practice this afternoon.
Takes the ball there. It's 1-2. I was talking to bench coach Gary DiSarcina earlier today, and he said the most impressive thing about Benintendi is how he's handled himself through this stretch.
Right.
Most young guys, he said, would be grinding the bat to sawdust or throwing things. He said, you can't tell if he's on a 26-game hitting streak or an over 26 skid. Take a look at Gary DiSarcina. Carl Willis, the pitcher coach behind him. Long look in from Graveman. The 1-2 fouled off to the right side. Benintendi hitting .333 with runners in scoring position over the course of his career, going back to his call-up last August. And a called third strike on the inside corner. Benintendi didn't like it. Graveman loves it. One down here to fourth.
That's a comebacker right there. Two-seam fastball that you give up on as a left-handed hitter, and you'll notice that this ball does come back and hit the inside corner, very low at the bottom of the strike zone, but it is a strike, and you like into disbelief because you can't believe the ball moved that far. Right now, John Farrell's up saying, "Where was that pitch?" He's calling the video room. He wants to know where that pitch was. I think it was a strike.
Well, one thing we know is you can't challenge, you can't ask for a replay on a ball or strike call, at least not yet. Graveman steps off and looks back. Bogarts. Hanley Ramirez grounded to second base in the second inning. Time he moved the runner Benintendi along to third, but that's where he stayed. Now it's Bogarts at second base as Ramirez takes a called strike.
Once again, one of those fastballs right at the bottom of the strike zone, and that's the kind of pitch that Graveman needs. Sink a ball pitcher.
Third season with the Red Sox for Hanley. Third different primary position. Left field, first base, now the DH. Fouls that back. Certainly seems happy settling into the DH spot.
Yeah, I think it's something that he wanted to do. You know, when David Ortiz retired, he kind of figured that's where he was going to end up. And, you know, his mind's been set on being a DH since the first day of spring training. I don't believe we saw him at all at first base during spring training because of the shoulder problem. And then just that one stint against the National League ball club, and that was it.
Fouls that one off.
And you know what? I'll tell you what. In my opinion, I don't think he did a bad job last year at first base at all.
No. No, I think he was better than anybody expected. After the struggles he had in left field, which ultimately led to an injury, I think we were all worried about what he would do at first base. But he wound up being a plus defender. Maybe not a Gold Glove finalist, but I would say he was a better than average defensive first baseman.
Yeah, I would agree with you, and it keeps you in the game a little bit more, you know.
Strike three called.
He's not going to like that.
He drops the bat. Hanley turns, has a word with Mike Winters. Now he'll turn away as John Farrell comes out to save his player.
Yeah, John Farrell right now, he can't argue balls and strikes, but he's coming out to protect Ramirez from getting thrown out of this ball game. That ball appeared to be low, and Hanley's had some problems with Winters here early in the ball game. Matter of fact, a lot of people have had problems with him. Let's take a look at that pitch again. You know, just barely touching the bottom of the strike zone. But again, a sinker ball pitcher like this, that's where the umpires are looking for the ball down in the zone.
So often we look at where the catcher catches that ball, but where did it cross the plate? Was it in the strike zone before sinking down into the mitt?
So both sides right now unhappy with the home plate umpire.
Well, Rajai Davis was very unhappy at the end of the last inning, and here Hanley Ramirez and his manager John Farrell not too pleased with Winters. But back-to-back strikeouts for Graveman after the leadoff double for Bogarts. And that'll leave it to Mitch Moreland with 2 down here in the 4th. Red Sox have had the leadoff runner on in the last 3 innings. In the 2nd and 4th innings, they had a leadoff double.
Let's stay on top of the latest Red Sox news with NESN's free Red Sox text alerts. From breaking news to in-game alerts, NESN will make sure you are in the know to sign up. Just text Red Sox to 536-536. Message and data rights may apply.
2-0 the count to Moreland here. Graveman once again, a long look through, and now Fagley will go back over the signs. They seem to have a little trouble getting on the same page here tonight. Seen a couple of times Fagley go out to talk to him, a couple of times Graveman step off and has to go through them again.
It's a contrast in style, really. When you watch Graveman pitch, he does a lot of shaking off. When you watch Sale pitch, he almost, I don't think I've seen him shake off a sign all season long.
Sandy Leon told me a start ago that he hadn't shaken him off once yet.
Not once.
It's pretty good when you can throw whatever the catcher asks for and throw it well.
And have confidence in doing it.
Called strike on the inside corner. I think that's where Chris Sale's had an effect on some of the younger pitchers too. Certainly Eduardo Rodriguez.
Absolutely.
Working quicker, but also trusting in what the catcher is calling. Brandon Workman talked about it after his outing last night, saying, I'm done thinking, I'm just going to trust in the catcher. Moreland fouls that off. Pretty good moment for Sale the other night, too. After the 3-run 3rd inning, Eduardo Rodriguez seemed a little rattled. Went back to the dugout. Sale went over and talked to him. Said, believe in your stuff. You're a good pitcher. And you hear that from Chris Sale, you're going to feel pretty good about yourself. Erod went back out and pitched well after that. It's not often a starting pitcher can be a leader on those off days. Chris Sale's one of those rare guys who can. Graveman, fly ball for Moreland. It is high up and it is gone. No doubt about it. A 2-run home run for Moreland, his 2nd in as many games. And the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead.
That is the 2nd career home run that Moreland has against Graveman. And that was a long one. So the Red Sox finally take advantage of a man at second base, and that was a cut fastball that just stayed middle of the plate, and Moreland got all of that. Actually, the cut fastball has been a very good pitch for him so far in this game, but not that one.
So Mitch Moreland waking up, and his 4th home run of the year gives them a 2-0 lead. For every Red Sox home run this season, Speedway donates $500 to Boston's Children's Hospital. Stop by your local Speedway and quench your thirst with a refreshing fountain soda or Speedy Freeze, any size, for just 69 cents. There's been a lot of talk about Moreland's playing a lot of games. Maybe it's too much. Maybe he's showing fatigue. But all of a sudden, 2 hits Wednesday night in St. Louis. A home run that tied the game last night, and a 2-run shot here to give the Sox the lead. This is Bradley with a grounder at 3rd. Flipped across the diamond, and Healy couldn't hold on.
Now that's a real bad play by Trevor Plouffe right there, because I mean, I know Bradley runs well, but he had time, in my opinion, to plant and throw and not give that underhand throw to first base. I mean, I know momentum was taking him toward third base, but I thought he had a better chance if he plants that right leg and makes the throw instead of that flip to first base. He's got a chance to get him. With the flip, he had no chance.
So that's an error on Plouffe. That is the major league leading 38th error of the season for the Oakland A's.
And the 5th at third base on Trevor Plouffe.
And after cruising through 3 2/3 innings, Graveman
Now batting, number 3, Sandy
has to be
Leon.
settled down here on the mound after the error that followed the 2-run home run. Pitching coach Kurt Young out to talk to him, former Red Sox pitching coach. Sandy Leon fouls one off the end of the bat.
If Leon gets down in the count like he is now, becomes more of a possibility that Jackie Bradley may try to steal second base and get in a scoring position.
Bradley stole his second base of the season last night. 92.3 career success, 24 stolen bases and 26 tries.
That's one thing about Graveman too. He's got a pretty good pickoff move. He's picked off 2 so far this season. You just can't get together with the signs from Fegley.
The 0-1 misses outside. Leon with a single back in the 3rd inning to lead off the inning. He was erased on a double play.
Shook off 4 pitches to throw a changeup.
Leon out ahead of it.
Shook off the breaking ball, fastball away, fastball in. Finally got the changeup sign, and that's what he wanted to throw and got a swing and miss.
So he shook off more signs on that pitch
Exactly.
than Chris Hill has shaken off this season.
All season. He likes the fastball away, though, in this count.
Just misses outside with it. 2-2 the count. Graveman had been fairly economical through 3 innings, but he's up to 71 pitches now. Second straight night, the Red Sox have taken a 2-0 lead here in Oakland. Last night it was in the 1st inning. A's came back with 3 in the bottom half.
2-2 count, expecting Bradley to go. A little throw to first base and made it fairly close.
The 2-2, runner goes, fouled off on the right side.
That's what I was talking about. You get down 2 strikes like that, and you try to get a man in a scoring position. You know, if he's thrown out, then you got Leon leading off with Marrero behind him, a guy that can bunt a guy over and do something like that. So you take that opportunity to get somebody in scoring position, and of course that time fouled off by Leon. He's going to swing at anything close. He's got 2 strikes on him.
Now Graveman has slowed things down considerably here in the 4th inning. Red Sox have taken a 2-0 lead on the 4th homer of the year from Mitch Moreland, 2nd in as many nights. This time Bradley holds, and Graveman misses outside.
3-2 off with the pitch. Anything in a gap, he'll have a chance to score from first base.
Graveman faced the Red Sox once last year. It was September 4th, 6 1/3 shutout innings. Runner goes again, ground ball to first. Healy will flip it to Graveman, who covers for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead. Mitch Moreland rips one to right field. A 2-run shot, his 4th homer of the year. It's a special style and swag episode of NESN Clubhouse. Design and customize a glove at the Wilson Glove Factory and find out who has the best style on the Red Sox. It's Sunday afternoon at 2:30 on an all-new NESN Clubhouse presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts. Jerry, are you featured in that show?
No, I have no style or swag.
Style and swag. How could they do that without you?
I have none of that. The one.
I mean, an entire episode of Kids Clubhouse. The style and swag of Jerry Remy. Bottom of the fourth here as Adam Rosales leads off. He grounded back to Chris Sale in the first inning. Now Sale pitching with a 2-0 lead. He's ahead of Rosales 0-2. Just misses outside. Chris Sale, 41 pitches he's thrown. Into the fourth inning here. Swing and a miss for Rosales. And the fifth strikeout of the night for Chris Sale.
Yeah, you look at his strikeouts tonight. 4 of the 5 have been on fastballs. Rajay Davis on a fastball. Hinder on a fastball. Fegley on a fastball. And Rosales now on a fastball. The only breaking ball for a strikeout was a slider to Rajay Davis in his second at bat.
We got the K's on the road for Chris Sale tonight. You know, it's becoming a phenomenon when people start carrying the K's on road starts with you. Ground ball to Pedroia. He's up. And 2 quick outs as Laurie. First pitch swinging.
Fans, don't miss NESN Live Monday evening at 5:30 on NESN. Catch up with the latest of your favorite New England sports teams. NESN Live is presented by Cross Insurance.
Any style and swag on that?
Not on this particular program. No.
So a swagless NESN Live. Is that the opposite of swag? Swagless?
It'll be a fabulous show.
No, it's great. Don't get me wrong. I love the show.
No style and swag.
No style and swag. Chris Davis. With 2 down here in the fourth inning. Ground ball out there from Jed Lowry. Snapped 4 consecutive strikeouts there for Chris Sale. He's got 5 on the night. Swing and a miss there for Chris Davis.
That's the thing. He's got swing and miss ability on all 3 of his pitches. His fastball, his slider, and his changeup.
And this is a team that will swing and miss. Davis fouls it off. They are just 1 back of the Yankees and Tampa Bay for the most home runs of any team in the American League. But as you said, they don't shorten up that swing with two strikes on them. They are swinging for the fences. That could play into the hands of a pitcher like Chris Sale.
Now the long ball was in play in the game last night.
Ground ball, slow chopper to Bogarts across the diamond and in time for a quick 1-2-3 inning. Sox leading 2-0 after 4 here in Oakland.
Pitch presented by Joseph Abood, available at Men's Warehouse. Adam, Jim, and Steve will have the latest on David Price's return to the Red Sox rotation.
And that show will have style and swag because you've got Jim Rice and Steve Lyons. You can pick which one's style and which one's swag. Adam Pellerin doing a great job manning down the fort. But, you know, we were talking style and swag a couple minutes ago on that Nessa Clubhouse promo. And they both were texting me about who's got more style and who's got more swag. There's a fly ball here for Devin Marrero to lead off the 5th inning, and there's one down. Want to welcome those of you if you're just joining us after the Celtics game. Another tough loss as Cleveland's looking pretty good through 2 games. Here's what you missed. A 2-run home run for Mitch Moreland. Crushed that one up into the right field seats. His 4th of the year. That came just last inning with 2 outs. A 2-out, 2-run home run. That's all the scoring so far tonight. The Red Sox have a 2-0 lead. Chris Sale, Kendall Graveman, each with 5 strikeouts on the night. It's been a good pitcher's duel. Tom Karen, Jerry Remy, Garen Austin with you. Filling in for Dave O'Brien tonight through the weekend. With the family celebrating a graduation tonight. Daughter graduating from the University of New Hampshire, so we congratulate the entire family on the accomplishment. That's 2 straight college graduations. Had one last year.
Well, you know, good for him because he's done paying for college tuition.
He's smiling more than I've ever seen him smile lately. He's got a ground ball here, and Betts is 1 for 3 on the night now. A double in the 3rd, grounds out here in the 5th. Yeah, a little spring in his step.
Now batting.
A little heavier in the wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not all going to college. So Kendall Graveman has pitched well here. But the 2-run home run from Mitch Moreland is the difference. Red Sox trying to make it 3 out of 4 on the road trip so far. Dustin Pedroia is 0 for 2 on the night. Pedroia 2 for 4 yesterday. Scored a run as well. 1-1 the count here in the 5th inning with 2 down. Strike call there. This is the first time since the 1st inning that the Red Sox don't get the leadoff runner aboard. Benintendi doubled to lead off the 2nd, but was stranded at 3rd. Leone with a leadoff single in the 3rd was erased on a double play. Here Pedroia with a ground ball up the middle. Lowry with a nice play on it, but no chance. And Pedroia gets his first hit of the night to keep the inning going.
Yeah, no chance. That ball just kept bouncing higher and higher. And, you know, Lowry had to go so far for that in the outfield that he had really had little chance at all of throwing Pedroia out at first base. Actually, no chance at all. And the only thing that come out of that is a bad throw. Pedroia can smell a base hit right there. He knows how far Lowry's going to go for that, so he's hustling all the way down the line to pick up that first hit of the night.
That's now a 22-game hitting streak against the Oakland A's going back to 2013 for Dustin Pedroia, the longest streak by a Red Sox hitter since Mr. Style and Swag Jim Rice back in 1981 matches his streak of 22 games. So Pedroia likes these cross-country trips back out to his native California.
Family is here.
Xander Bogaerts 1 for 2 on the night, had a double to lead off the 4th inning and scored on the Moreland home run. Bogaerts has a hit in 18 of his last 19 road games. So hitting away from Fenway Park has not been a problem for the X-Man.
See Graveman on that last pitch kind of turn his head. He thought he had a strike down and in against Xander, but not called a strike. And a little bit of frustration.
Here's the 3-0. Taking, and he'll take a 4-pitch walk here in the 5th, so 2 on with 2 down for the Red Sox. Enjoy the Fenway experience with your group in 2017. Red Sox group outings are the perfect way to entertain your clients, boost employee morale, school outings, and team outings while taking in an unforgettable event. Visit redsox.com/groups for more information. And for the, 7th time tonight maybe, Fegley is out on the mound talking to Graveman.
Yeah, it's been a night of meetings so far. They have not been on the same page since the first pitch of the ball game, and what he's trying to do here is calm down the pitcher, because that last pitch looked to me like it was right down the middle of the plate and it was not called a strike.
So much talk about pace of game, pace of play. Is this one of the first things you'd try to restrict?
Without question, limit the trips to the mound. You had a good point driving over here today. Make it like timeouts in football. You get 3 a game.
It is a timeout, right?
Yeah.
And so why not give a team 3 timeouts a game?
I mean,
use them as you want.
You're being generous, because I'm for like no visits on the mound.
We have had certainly more than 3 tonight. As Benintendi takes 2 balls here. 2-0 is the count. Benintendi snapped his over 26 skid with a double in the 2nd inning. One for 2 on the night. A chance to do something here with 2 on and 2 down in the 5th. First pitch of the night for Graveman, and it's 3-0.
May not be a bad idea to give Benintendi the green light. 3 balls and no strikes. I know he's been struggling. He's got the double tonight. I say let it fly if it's a strike.
It's ball outside. Back-to-back walks with 2 outs here in the 5th, and the Red Sox have loaded the bases. And as there's a meeting on the mound, we tell you that now through June, you can look for specially marked packages of KM Fenway Franks for your chance to win great Red Sox prizes, like throwing out the ceremonial first pitch at Fenway. The Red Sox with a 2-0 lead here. They've got something going with 2 down. 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning. The single for Pedroia as Ryan Dull gets up and just gets started in the bullpen. So Graveman will face Hanley Ramirez with the bases loaded and 2 down here in the 5th. 92 pitches so far for Graveman.
Hanley Ramirez.
Ramirez 1 for 8 lifetime against Graveman. First pitch swinging down the line, fair ball. Plouffe up with it across in time for the out. Terrific play by the 3rd baseman, Trevor Plouffe. And the Red Sox leave them loaded.
Let's see if they're going to take a look at this, and I don't believe they are.
John Farrell looking back. No review asked for here, so we head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 2-0 Red Sox. crisp Coors Light. Most consecutive starts with 10 or more strikeouts. Pedro Martinez did it 10 times over the course of 2 seasons as the first pitch swinging. Kluth flies out to center field. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th. Take a look at that info again, because Chris Sale has an 8 consecutive start run of 10 strikeouts more in 2015. He's 1 away from matching that. There's a little confusion on this one, Jerry, and I know you made it clear you wanted nothing to do with reading this promo.
No.
Pedro Martinez made 10 consecutive starts, but after his 8th start, he actually made a relief appearance. So if you're talking about consecutive games, 8 is the record. Right, because his 9th game was a relief appearance. He obviously didn't strike out 10.
Right.
Then he came back the following season. His first 2 games struck out 10.
Struck out 10. Now, I get the whole thing, but when it was presented to me to do in the open, it was like my brain was scrambled.
But sensory overload.
I could never remember that.
We could have done a better job selling it to you, I think. That's in retrospect.
No, because I'm very limited, TC. I mean, I get my mind on a certain thing, and that's it. I'm going to go with that, And when there's a lot of numbers involved in games and stuff like that, I just don't have it. I don't have the recall for stuff like that. I literally
could see your eyes glazing over.
No,
I was checked out. I saw it.
I'm totally confused, and I'm glad you were able to take that over and do the graphic, because I had no clue.
That's what I'm here for. Swing and a miss. 3-2 the count now to Ryan Healy, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play to end the 2nd inning.
I mean, I only graduated high school. You know what I mean? I did not go to college. Now, most college people would be able to handle that in an open. I can't do that.
That's why I went to college, to be able to handle that graphic in the open.
Exactly.
I actually majored in getting you through a confusing graphic.
It was bothering me like all day, and finally I just said, that's it, I can't do it.
At our 9 a.m. drive over here, whatever time it was this morning, I heard you on the phone with our producer Jeff Mitchell, and you just clearly were not buying that. As Healy fights off the pitch, gets a single here with 1 out of the 5th.
Well, you think today was bad? Tomorrow's a 1 o'clock game here. We're leaving at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Just stay. You want to just stay? Throw a card out back? Join us tomorrow. We wear the same clothes for our noontime start. Did you come early as a player? Did you come to the games early?
Yeah, I did. I'm getting worse with age, much worse. I mean, I used to go to the ballpark for this particular job at like 3 o'clock. Now, like I'm here, I take the first bus, which usually leaves around 1 o'clock for a 7 o'clock game. I got to get out of my room. And I just got to get to the ballpark. I don't know what it is. The older I get, the worse I get.
I like the way you texted me yesterday and said, "Is noon too early?"
Yeah. I don't want to put pressure on you.
Apparently not. Canna takes a strike. I was waving some bugs or something out of the way there. Canna was distracted by something between him and Chris Sale.
But just look how much work you got done today. I mean, you got a chance to get here.
Absolutely great. I heard the entire hip-hop soundtrack for tonight's fireworks show. I never would have heard that if we hadn't been here at breakfast. This is inside there. Less traffic, too, because it was lunch hour.
Well, I was worried about being Friday, and Friday around here can be really, really tough getting out of the city. But we got here. We made it fine. We still had 6 hours to kill before the game started.
Got to see the entire team show up after us. Food trucks hadn't even been loaded with food yet to come over to the ballpark. Sale trying to go inside here. Misses again there. It's 2-1. Ryan Healy at first. 1 down here in the 5th. Chris Sale. 58 pitches. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now the count.
Now, that's a nasty thing. You think you're going to get a fastball, but no, he pulls the string. You get a changeup at 86. I mean, you just don't know what to look for against Sale. He never gets in a pattern that becomes comfortable for a hitter, and then his stuff is so uncomfortable. You put the two together, and it's that's a winning pitcher.
The fly ball to right field, tailing away from Mookie Betts. It gets by him into the corner. Betts gets back after the ball here. Healy being sent around. He'll come in ahead of the throw, and the A's get their first run of the game on an RBI triple from Canna. A double and a triple off Chris Sale tonight for Canna, and it's a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, the double back in the third inning came on a fastball. This time it was the fastball again at 95 that he just inside outs to the opposite field. I thought it might have gone foul, but it has plenty of room in fair territory. And then Mookie has to chase it back. He drops it. Run comes across to score. That's Healy coming across, and now you got a 2-1 ball game. Man at third base. Infield not coming all the way in for the Red Sox, but partially in.
Canna was 0 for 3 lifetime against Sale coming in, but he's 2 for 2 tonight with a double and a triple. He's made it a 1-run ball game here in the 5th. So now the DH, Chad Pinder, who struck out back in the 3rd inning.
I like what Bogarts did on that last play. He was playing back about halfway, giving the third base coach the impression that he was not going to come home if there was a ground ball to him on contact, and then he charged in when the pitch came.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Pinder struck out back in the 3rd inning after a Canna double. Now Canna at 3rd, representing the tying run. Line foul. Pinder out ahead of that one.
Yeah, ahead of a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that time from Sale.
Tries to get him to chase outside. 2-2 now the count. Drops in for a called 3rd strike. Pinder doesn't like it, but there's 2 outs now in the 5th.
Now that might have been a gift for Chris Sale and the Red Sox right there. That slider appeared to be well off the outside part of the plate. Watch location for pitch number 6. I mean, that ball's a good 2-3 inches off the outside part of the plate, but he gets the strike.
Lexus is making a pledge to strike out hunger. Every time a Red Sox pitcher strikes out an A's hitter, Lexus donates $50 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Sale looking for that same pitch, doesn't get the call this time as he faces the catcher Fegley. Fegley 0 for 1, he struck out. The 2nd out of the 3rd inning. Fegley came back from a 7-day concussion DL stint a week ago. 1 for 6. 3 games since returning. This is his 2nd start since coming back. 2-1 the count here. Catcher Fegley. Misses upstairs, ball 3. Sale drops it in for a called strike there. The slider.
There's the confidence in all his pitches, throwing the breaking ball on the 3-1 count. Who knows what you're going to get 3-2.
High fly ball, left field. Benintendi gets under it. And that'll end the inning. But the A's get on the board. An RBI triple for Mark Canna. And it's a 2-1 game after 5 here in Oakland.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Round Table Pizza Home Run Derby. If
Nesson is brought to you by McDonald's. Pair any freshly baked McCafe Bakery muffin with any size hot coffee or medium iced coffee for just $1.99 at McDonald's. Don Karen, Jerry, Remy, and Garen Austin with you here at the Oakland Coliseum, where the Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. A 2-run home run from this man, Mitch Moreland, is the difference in the game. Second homer in as many nights here in Oakland, 4th of the year. And with 2 outs, with Kendall Graveman, who's back out for his 6th inning of work. One and one the count to Moreland. Fourteenth time he's homered in back-to-back games, according to the great Alex Spear. And Moreland sends this one to Lowry, who's sent back. Deep second base or shallow right field for the first out of the inning. Kendall Graveman, by the way, had one of the more remarkable plays we've seen in a while. This was on April 27th, his first start back from shoulder strain. This was an unassisted double play. You never see a pitcher get an unassisted double play, and watch how he gets it. He runs the runner back, and he tags him, leaps over him, and makes the other tag, and goes for the stumble, kind of the rolling flip after, but next time you might just want to flip it to the third baseman and get out of the way.
Yeah, that's a pretty athletic play, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Stayed in there. Take another look at that as he laid the tag on the first runner. There it is. Third baseman Plouffe just kind of hanging there, wondering what's going on. Get out of the way. He jumps over Revere and then places the tag on the other runner. It's actually Ryan Healy was the third baseman that night. That's the first unassisted double play by an A's pitcher since Blue Moon Odom. It's a name that'll bring you back to some of the great A's teams of the old days.
Yeah, it certainly will. Blue Moon Odom. Wow.
And ball 4 is the call. Jackie Bradley Jr. will draw a walk with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Kendall Graveman's pitching line tonight, pitching into the 6th inning here, right at 100 pitches.
Now batting.
5 1/3 innings now, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. That's brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers.
And once again, the A's getting action in their bullpen over that 100 pitch mark, as you can see. Second time tonight they've had activity. Looks like Dull again. And that throw to first base was called from the dugout. They're giving Dull some time to get loose.
Well, Graveman hasn't gone more than 100 pitches since his first start of the year back on April 3rd. Since coming back from his 10-day DL stint, he's gone 84, 94, 95, and then 99 last time around. It's a 1-0 count here to Sandy Leon. 1 for 2 on the night. Had a leadoff single in the 3rd, and now a meeting on the mound.
Yeah, this is stuff that should not be allowed. This is what we were talking about, TC. They're waiting to get a guy ready. They made him throw to first base 1 time. Now they got 2 infielders, you know, a catcher and an infielder coming in to talk to him. What are they saying to him? You know, pal, you're about out of this game. They're just waiting for somebody to get ready out there so we can take you out. I mean, you know, it's.
Like I always say, do you ever see Bill Belichick come out in the middle of a game and talk to Tom Brady? Hey, throw this next one at his hands. You think he can just hang in there and go a little longer? And we've heard so much about Rob Manfred, the baseball commissioner, and trying to, you know, it's not about the length of a game. It's about getting rid of the dead time in a game. There's nothing more dead than a few guys standing on the mound talking. They just announced a reconstituted competition committee, a 16-member committee. Tom Warner, Red Sox chairman, part of that committee. Leon out ahead of that one, and 2-1 is the count. The belief is that part of the agenda of this committee will be to lessen the dead time during a game. And again, it's not about making it a 2.5-hour game, although you should get more quicker games if you're tightening it up. But that, that was a long game in St. Louis the other night. That was a fabulous baseball game.
It was a good baseball
no one
game.
complained about how long that game was.
And then there was a one Sunday in Boston, which was horrible.
That was a horrible game, but that would have been a horrible game in 60 minutes.
Exactly.
Let alone 4.5 hours. 2-1. Leon takes it inside. Ball 3.
I got to say, too, I really think bringing the pitch clock in for pitches would also make a big difference.
The 20-second pitch clock they use in the minors?
I really think it would.
And again, they would do that when there's nobody on base. Pitchers slow it down. You got to be able to check the runner back. But when no one's on base right now in the minors, the pitchers have a 20-second pitch clock, and by and large, they have adapted to it. Leon, ground ball to second base. Lowry turns, gets it over to first in time for the double play. Second double play turned by the A's tonight. It's still a one-run game here in the 6th. When you enroll and speed past the line with on-the-go ordering. DD Perks, everyone deserves an upgrade. Download the Dunkin' app today. Speeding past the line may not be possible at all locations. Dennis Eckersley, speaking of style and swag. By the way, he is not a fan of the, I don't know what you call those things, mascots.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Now I want you to look very closely at that after this, if we get back to this after this pitch by Sale.
Sale facing the leadoff hitter, Rajay Davis, for the 3rd time. He's over 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Where X's head really is, it's in his neck.
Yeah.
See the neck?
It's kind of obvious.
That's where his head really is, and then there's all that stuff up top.
Well, he doesn't like the moss. He doesn't think it's a fair representation of what his hair really is.
And not the stash either, because the stash didn't come down that low.
No, that's right. A little too Fu Manchu there for what he's rocking. Of course, that is the definition of first world problems if you're not happy with a mascot somebody made in your honor. How about Raleigh? Is he a better representation?
Well, the mustache looks to be.
Well, for the 3rd time tonight, Rajay Davis has dropped his bat after a pitch.
I really think it has something to do with last night. I think he hurt his hand in the ball game last night, and anything inside, he's just dropping the bat to get out of the way.
And he grounds this one up the middle for a base hit, so he holds on to the bat this time. It is 1 for 3 on the night.
We've seen this 3 times tonight where the pitch has been inside to Rajay, and he just lets the bat drop out of his hand. But picks up the base hit, and the all-important leadoff man on here in the 6th inning in a 1-run game.
That'll bring up Adam Rosales. 0 for 2 on the night. Struck out his last at-bat to lead off the 4th. Sale with 6 strikeouts on the night. Davis is always a threat to steal, one of the better base runners in the game.
Yeah, 4 steals on the season, but he's also been caught 4 times.
Last year, 43 steals with the American League champion Cleveland Indians. Led the American League in stolen bases. Nice job by Moreland to get back after there.
Yeah, if that ball gets by Moreland, Rajai Davis probably ends up on 3rd base for all the foul territory here.
The most in baseball? Foul territory?
Without question.
Yeah. And the way the Coliseum loops around here, like a bowl, it's a lot of foul territory. It's a fly ball that is hooking foul. Rosales way out ahead of that one. As we said earlier, Rosales with 3 career home runs off Sale. Swing and a miss, throw back to first base, and Davis dives back in there.
And I kind of figured that because Davis had a huge lead at first base, a real big lead. Probably a one-way lead leading back to the bag, but you could see there he probably had no intentions of going, just trying to draw a throw to first base. And he did draw the throw, but it was by Sandy Leon.
That was the 80th pitch of the game for Chris Sale. And again, he'll go back to first. Oh-2 pitch from Sale. He misses upstairs, trying to get Rosales to chase. One run on 5 hits for the A's tonight. RBI triple from Mark Canha, bringing in their only run. Again outside, Sale. Can't get Rosales to chase. Shallow pop. Pedroia has to come in onto the grass, and he'll make the catch. 1 down here in the 6th. Let's go down and check in with Garen Austin.
Well, DC Athletics bench coach Mark Kotsay played for the White Sox in 2010, where he was teammates with Chris Sale. Kotsay told me that Sale was just a baby. He was practically right out of college since he only played for a few months in the minor leagues. He said Sale was wild, he was crazy, he was just like he is today. He had electric stuff, and he was a fierce competitor, and you have to respect him for that. Their approach against him tonight, get him in the zone and stay off the backdoor slider. And Jerry, you know what? I have to disagree with you. I think you have a lot of style and a ton of swag.
Well, thank you very much, Garen. It's quite a compliment.
Hello, there's 2 of us up here, Garen. Just pointing that out. Nothing. I get nothing back. You've got style and swag. And
Well, you know,
I'm not even going.
you get that respect after 30 years.
Fair enough.
TC, I think you do too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Jerry was the one who denied it, so
Yeah.
I had to
Fair
remind him
enough.
that he has plenty of it.
That was the truck telling you should be nice to TC. That's all. I know how it is.
I'm always nice to TC.
You are. No arguments in that department. Thank you, Garen. Yeah, Mark Kotsay, a couple of years with the Red Sox, 08 and 09, was on that team that lost to the Rays in 7 games in the American League Championship Series. First time most of us ever saw David Price at work when he came in and closed out that Game 7 straight out on Vanderbilt. If you missed it earlier, Price just 2 innings with the Paw Sox against Buffalo tonight, 65 pitches. A 31 pitch first inning, 34 in the second inning. After a 15 pitch first batter, 11 foul balls for the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, that gets
Kind of knew it was going to be a short night.
That gets it off to a bad start right out of the chute.
1-1 the count here as Lowry drives one base hit to center field. Bradley was charging it and then had to pull up. He'll throw to short. Now 2 on with 1 out here in the 6th.
And Lowry was a .412 hitter coming into the game, and he'll improve on that with that base hit. So the A's are battling hard here against Sale in this game. The Red Sox only have been able to score 2 runs. Again, it's one of those nail biters that Sale's in.
Nothing new there. Run support has not been there most outings for Sale. 3.22 run support on average. That's the lowest of any starting pitcher on the team. And what, 11 of those runs came in that 1 start against Minnesota. You take that out, it's really trouble. He leaves these games as this is a fly ball to the left center field gap, off the wall, and will bounce in. 1 run coming in. They will hold up Lowry. And an RBI double for Chris Davis has tied this game at 2 in the 6th.
Well, what did I tell you a few innings ago? You know, once you start punching guys out early in the ball game, the opposition says, "Well, I'm not waiting around." And they're swinging at a lot of early pitches in the count right now against Sale, and it's paying off. Look at Davis, almost no movement with his feet right there. Very flat-footed, quite frankly. Almost no stride at all. He makes that good solid contact to the back of the wall, so the Red Sox have to bring the infield in again with 2nd and 3rd and 1 out.
And that'll bring up Trevor Plouffe. Plouffe 1 for 2 on the night, had a single in the 2nd inning. Flied out to center to lead off the 5th. 14 for 42 lifetime against Sale. Gets the called strike inside. 1-1 the count. 2-2 ball game here in the 6th inning in Oakland. Red Sox got both their runs on a Mitch Moreland home run with 2 out in the 4th. A's have answered back with a run in the 5th. Now 1 in the 6th.
Watching Jed Lowry at third base on that foul ball, and it looked like he was going on contact, and by that I mean any ball hit on the ground to the infield, even though they're in, they're going to try to score that runner from third base.
Sale delivers and it's fouled off. Plouffe putting in the battle here. Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings live right after the game. Adam, Jim, and Steve will break down tonight's game, and you'll hear from Chris Sale and manager John Farrell. Whatever, whenever, wherever, who but WB Mason? I believe Steve Lyons is bringing fish into the green room tonight because I wasn't there. Adam invited him in, said, "Sure, bring your seafood." It's chaos. It's a pitch from Sale. Fouled off again. Good and bad here from Plouffe.
Now that green room will have to be fumigated when you return next week.
Day off Monday. There'll be a little time.
That's a maintenance crew on it.
Red Sox open up a homestand on Tuesday at Fenway Park. Just a 6-gamer. Texas and Seattle coming into Fenway. Final homestand of May. In a stretch right now of a lot of road games. Just misses inside. Swing and a miss, he got him. Chris Sale gets his 7th strikeout of the night.
And goes to the slider to pick up the big strikeout. Now with 2 outs, infield can go back. Here's the breaking ball from Sale. That slider that stops to the outside part of the plate finishes down and out of the strike zone.
Seven strikeouts on the night, 6 of them swinging. That'll bring up Ryan Healy with 2 down and 2-minute scoring position. Healy 1 for 2 on the night. Sale misses with the slider there. His single with 1 out in the 5th inning led to a run. Mark Canha followed up with the RBI triple. Ripped down the left field line, but foul. Crowd of 24,728 here tonight at the Coliseum. That's twice what you had last night.
Yeah, pretty good sized crowd tonight on this Friday night, fireworks night.
Fouled off again, and it's 1-2.
Little extra on that one. 97 on that last fastball from Sale.
Leone out to have a quick word with Chris Sale. Crowd trying to spur the A's to life here. They've rallied from a 2-0 deficit to tie the game here at the 6th. Then on 2nd and 3rd, 1-2 the count, and he gets the call. 3rd strike, 8th of the night for Sale, and it ends the inning stranding 2 runners. We head to the 7th with the game tied at 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Evergood Hall of Fame.
It is brought to you by Subaru Retailers of New England, by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of Major League Baseball, by Ford Trucks, built Ford Tough, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox, by KM Premium Franks, it's summer, let's grill, and by Citizens Bank. Visit citizensbank.com. New pitcher on in the 7th for the Oakland A's, and he will face Devin Marrero to begin the inning. It is Ryan Madson to face Devin Marrero. Madson appeared last night through a scoreless inning, a no decision, gave up 1 hit. His 19th appearance of the season with 2.20 earned run average.
Keno there, only 3 walks coming out of the bullpen. That's critical.
There's the former closer for the Philadelphia Phillies. 32 saves in 2011. He missed all of 2014. Didn't pitch after being released by the Angels in August of the previous season, but then got his return here with the A's. The Tommy John surgery came in April of 2012, so came all the way back from that, began the season on the DL, made it to the minors that season there with the Angels. Never got a chance, now has worked his way back, and he's in a tie game here in the 7th inning. And a leadoff walk to Marrero. Usually my favorite time of the night. Time for a game break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Adam Pellerin, what do you got?
Now batting, number 50, Mookie Betts.
Thanks, Adam. You too. You see what he did there, though? That's a pro. He had a stealth tease in there. Gave us a game break and said you'll hear from him in the postgame show. TV people love that. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Nice play by Lowry. He gets the leadoff run, and that was close.
That was very close. That may be something you want to take a look at. Right now, John Farrell saying, hold up a minute. Let's take a look on replay. Well, let's see if we're going to take a look at replay. Here's Lowry going back. Here comes the flip to second base. Is it in time?
Tough to tell from that angle.
Yeah, very tough to tell.
No challenge, so apparently it was in there. So Betts grounding into the force. 4-6 on the play to erase Marrero. 1 out now in the 7th inning. It's Dustin Pedroia, who's 1 for 3 on the night, come to the plate.
Mookie with 6 steals on the season has not been caught. Not a bad time to go. Late in the ball game, tie game.
Runner does go. Here's the throw. The hand gets him, but not in time. So Flagley throws out Betts.
And this
second out.
This is another one they may take a look at. It was a pretty good jump at first base. Looked like Mookie was going to beat it. Then the one-hop throw. A nice play by Rosales, the shortstop.
Oh, I think he's safe.
He's safe. That hand gets in there before the tag. They got to look at this. I didn't think there was any chance they were going to throw Betts out on that.
John Farrell wants the review.
This could be a very big play in the game right now. Betts taking off. Let's see. He slides to the outside part of the bag. The throw's going to be a little bit high. The hand looks to be in before the tag is made.
The Red Sox are challenging the previous play where the runner was called out at second.
And obviously it's not about a continuation because he pulled the glove away.
Right.
It looked to me like the hand got in there just before the tag.
Might get a better look from this angle. Well, I think the hand did get in. I think he missed the tag on the hand and got him up around the elbow area, or inside elbow, and if there is such a thing as an inside elbow.
I agree.
I think he's safe. This has to go in the Red Sox direction.
The only thing you worry about in these situations is the inconclusive.
Yeah, but I think this is very conclusive. I think that finger gets on the bag before that tag gets on the upper arm.
Mookie Betts, he never came back off the field. He thought he was safe.
Yeah, he just looked in the dugout to see if they were going to take a look at this or not, and he felt for sure that he was safe, and by looking at the replays, I think he was safe. Now watch the left hand come back around, tag the bag, and then the tag comes on the hand, on the arm. It's very close. There's no question about that, but I think it's going to be a safe call. If not, I might lose my mind.
Not quite the Xander Bogaerts matrix move we saw in St. Louis.
Right, the reach around, yeah, the swim play.
They call him out?
Oh, come on.
that one looked for all the world like he was in there ahead of the tag.
Yeah, he certainly did. And I think the Red Sox, I don't know, my gut tells me, watching that over and over again, that that should have been reversed.
So the Red Sox lose the challenge. They lose their ability to challenge.
Is it possible to be thrown out from the booth?
You want to try?
Well, I can't argue with New York from the booth, right?
No, well, they're watching, right? That's how they get these replays. Here's Pedroia flying one to right field, and suddenly a promising inning is over. The Red Sox go down 1-2-3 when it's all said and done. Bottom of the 7th, a 2-2 game. A's ticket, there it is, 6 innings, 7 hits, couple earned runs, hasn't walked a batter, and he has struck out 8. But a good pitcher's duel here tonight. Red Sox have gotten to the bullpen now. Chris Sale coming back out for the 7th inning. 97 pitches deep. And it'll be Mark Canha, 2 for 2 with a double and a triple, leading off the inning. One and 0 the count. After this will be the 100th pitch of the night for Sale. He misses outside. 2-0. Be careful with Canha here. Sale has gone more than 100 pitches in every one of his starts so far this season. Last time out, 111 on Saturday at Fenway against the Rays. Pitching on an extra day's rest as they put Velasquez in there yesterday. Missing outside again. Did you like that move, separating? I know it didn't work out with Velasquez. But
I don't like messing with the best pitcher on the team right now, Sale. I like keeping him in his normal rotation. Joe Kelly loosening up in the Red Sox bullpen. This will be the last inning for Sale.
3-0, and he gets the outside corner for the call. Strike. Canha.
That was kind of a gift right there.
Ball 4, yeah,
that ball was outside.
You understand why they did it, though. The only 2 guys going deep into games were Porcello and Sale.
Pretty much to save the bullpen a little bit.
Now you'd have 2 games where the bullpen would get a rest, and 3 in a row where you'd have to go to the bullpen early. Also splits up the catchers because they like Leon catching Porcello and Sale. Strike 2 call. So that way, instead of having Leon go back-to-back and then Vasquez the other 3, you're getting them back and forth a little bit more. But as you said, the end result is your best pitcher had to wait an extra day.
Exactly.
Three and 2. Fly ball right field. Betts comes in and he makes the catch. So for the first time tonight, Sale retires Canha.
Get expert emergency care without leaving the ballpark at the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. First aid station located behind Section 12 on the lower concourse. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit bidmc.org.
I've noticed you've stepped up your promo game this year.
Well, you know, there was a time when I used to read them all, and then they were taken away, and now they're starting to filter back a little bit.
What is that? What do you think that tells you?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't mind doing them. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoy doing them. I think what happened, TC, is the sponsors probably didn't like the way I read the promos, and so they probably got to Nesson and said, "Look, we're tired of this guy's act reading the promos. Let's give them to somebody else." And then, but now they're drifting back. You know, I'm getting 5, 6 a game, which is about good.
Well, no, it sounds to me like you want to do more. So, guys in the truck, if you just want to give them all to Jerry tomorrow, when we get here at 6 a.m., you can just drop off this desk. Swing and a miss there. It's a 1-2 count. Pinder has struck out twice tonight. Chad Pinder, the DH. Sale looking for his 9th strikeout of the night. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. 9 strikeouts for Sale. 3 of them have been Chad Pinder.
Yeah, he's got the hat trick tonight in the fastball that time. He got him on a fastball the first time, a slider the second time, and back to a fastball here. 95 miles an hour.
So 2 down here for the number 9 hitter, the catcher, Josh Phegley, who swings and misses there. Phegley 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball to left field. Be sure to stop by Plainridge Park Casino. Plainridge Park Casino, 45 minutes from Boston. See, now there was a promo I was reading and I didn't do it that well. I kind of stopped in the middle and lost my way.
It happens. Stuff like that happens.
Misses outside. This is like when you're at home and you kind of try to mess up doing the dishes so that you don't get asked to do them anymore. You know? If I screw up enough of these promos, they'll have you do them all by the end of the weekend. Dave O'Brien will be thanking me next week.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in getting these correct.
1-2 the count to Phegley. 9 strikeouts on the night for Chris Sale. Fouled off. Sale has thrown 112 pitches on the night. Two down, nobody on here in the 7th. Game tied at 2. Sale delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another 10 strikeout performance for Chris Sale. 8 in a row, and that ties a single season major league record. We head to the 8th with the game tied at 2 here in Oakland.
Xfinity presents today's A's highlight. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience
Is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com, and by Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. Tom Karen, Jerry Remy, Garen Austin with you. A perfect 10 for Chris Sale tonight. 8th consecutive start with 10 or more strikeouts. That ties a single season record. Again, Pedro Martinez did it over 10 consecutive starts that stretched into the following season. He also had a relief appearance in there. But that is a record that was held by Pedro Martinez and Chris Sale. Chris Sale now the only pitcher to ever do it twice.
Well, the Red Sox looking to get him some runs right here because I'm quite sure he's done for the night.
And it's Xander Bogaerts leading off against the new pitcher Liam Hendricks. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 the count. Hendricks in his second season with the A's, 53 appearances last season, appearing in his 18th game this year. Bullpen has been a source of concern for this Oakland A's team. Though the last 2 games they have thrown scoreless innings, 6 innings total, as Bogaerts pops out to second base to begin the 8th inning.
And the strikeout for Sale to get the last man he faced. It was a changeup. Nice ovation from the fans behind the Red Sox dugout. High fives as he gets into the dugout. And now it's up to the Red Sox offense to try to win this ball game.
By the way, did I just see Sandy Leon flip that ball up into the crowd as they were walking back to the dugout?
I did not notice.
I would think that was one of those, hide and switch things. Take another look here as Andrew Benintendi comes up to the plate. Leon's got the ball in his hand and he flips it into the crowd. So if that's the real ball, that's a piece of history, is Benintendi. Swings there. Benintendi 1 for 2 on the night, had a double in the second inning. Struck out and walked. Could also easily be. Chris Sale doesn't seem like the type of who would care about that.
Very little interest in that kind of stuff.
Leon may have offered it and he may have said, yeah, whatever, throw it to a thing.
He wants W's.
Pitch is high. Daniel Coulombe up in the A's bullpen. Swing and a miss. Benintendi strikes out for the second time tonight. There's 2 down here in the 8th.
Tonight after Red Sox coverage on NESN Sports Today, highlights and reaction from Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and Cavs, and it was not pretty. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank. See what know-how can do.
Yeah, the people in the box next to us had the Celtics game up.
Yeah, that was
the national broadcast.
Very ugly.
Try not to look up and see it very often, because no matter what, it's been a tremendous season for them. Congratulations. Whatever happens here, the goal is to win a round. They won 2, got the first pick. A lot of reason to be excited about the future of the Celtics. Strike 1 call. Boy, Hendricks has come in and thrown strikes here. 2 quick outs, getting Bogaerts and Benintendi. Now Ramirez, who's over 3 on the night, trying to make something happen with 2 outs in the 8th. Tied up at 2. Ground ball. Diving effort there by Rosales, but it'll make it through. And we've got a 2-out base hit. First hit of the night for Ramirez.
Let's see if they have a pitching change now. They got a lefty in the bullpen, as you mentioned, and they've got Moreland coming to the plate, who has a home run in this game, also a line out. And we'll see if they go to the lefty or they stay with Hendricks.
No movement yet. As Hendricks. Melvin in the dugout, staying in there. Mitch Moreland driving in both runs for the Red Sox. Tonight his 4th home run of the season, 2nd in as many nights. Takes a ball here. 1 on, 2 outs. Tie game here in the 8th. Here's the 1-0. Hendricks misses outside. Alex Spear, 7 wins when tied or trailing after 7 innings. That's the 3rd most in Major League Baseball. And Chris Sale would love to see one of those again tonight. By the way, Alex Spear never sleeps. He comes on with you guys. I know you and David Bryan have him in at Fenway Park. The other night, 12 innings, 13 innings in St. Louis. He's texting me tidbits as we're on the air postgame show at 1:30 in the morning.
He's a great guest.
Swing and a miss. Moreland going for the downs there. Certainly has been a confidence in this team that they can produce in late inning situations. Trying to do it here against Hendricks. 28-year-old Australian. Two and 1 the count here. 2 down, man on. 8th inning, the Oakland Coliseum. Fouled back up below us.
Pretty good pitch to handle right there too for Moreland. He got a fastball middle in and not too high in the zone. He much better low ball hitter than high ball hitter.
Crowd coming to life. Hendricks looks in. Now back over to first. Hanley gets back. Now going back, the play by Plouffe to end the 5th inning with the bases loaded. Leads large here. Would have been a 2 or 3 run hit for Ramirez. Instead, we are tied here in the 8th. Ground ball to first, handled there by Healy. He'll tag the bag and end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th here in Oakland. The Red Sox and A's tied up at 2 apiece. by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Joe Kelly, coming in relief of Chris Sale. Sale's night is done. 7 innings, 7 hits allowed. He struck out 10 for the 8th consecutive game.
This is a guy that's going to absolutely keep off base in a tie ball game late in the game. Has the speed to be able to turn around a baseball game.
Kelly in his 18th appearance. 7 consecutive scoreless appearances now. Got 2 big outs against St. Louis. Davis, line drive, but somebody's there. Andrew Benintendi will make the catch. 1 down in the 8th.
That was a rocket right there by Rajay Davis, but right there is Benintendi in a very dark outfield here in Oakland. They're able to make the catch. Had to reach up right at the last minute. Ball's hit a little bit harder, I think, than Benintendi expected when it left the bat.
So 1 down. Adam Rosales at the plate. He's over 3 on the night. Facing a new pitcher in Kelly. The 0-1 from Kelly. Misses inside with the ball. MLB.TV Premium is back and better than ever. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Plus, get a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Tie game here in the bottom of the 8th. Foul to the right side into the seats. So a good pitcher's duel from Chris Sale and Kendall Graveman has been handed off to the bullpen here.
And that caused havoc down in the Red Sox bullpen. A fan did get the baseball, but in the process, cups everywhere.
Look at that. Upended.
I don't know who it is. Maybe Fernando Abad tried to get out of the way of that, but
was it Abad who knocked everything over?
It may have been.
Itself? Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Rosales is retired for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's a closer look at foul ball gate. As that one goes in, and
yeah,
sure enough, yeah, it's Abad.
It's Abad trying to get out of the way and just knocked all the cups.
How about the reaction from the ball attendant?
Yeah.
It's just, what are you doing?
Now I got to get all new cups.
See, this is the thing. Our cameras will find you. You cannot hide. Ben Taylor never moved. Look at the reaction from the ball attendant. Look what I got to do now.
Yeah, look at, oh my goodness.
2 outs here in the 8th inning. Joe Kelly now facing Jed Lowry.
By the way, that fastball for the strikeout was 98 miles an hour from Kelly.
The other night against St. Louis, didn't throw a 4-seam fastball for the first time in a relief appearance. Said his former teammates, the Cardinals, would know what I was up to. Santiago Casilla up and warming up for the A's. Jed Lowry is 0 for 3 with a walk lifetime against Kelly. Kelly's 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike.
Curveball that time from Joe Kelly. Get ahead the count 1-2. Ruben Amaro taking a check of his outfielders, trying to get the attention to move over. Shade him a little bit to the opposite field with 2 strikes.
This is a long fly ball, but foul into the seats. Tomorrow on an all-new dining playbook, we take you to a brand new oceanfront restaurant in East Boston. Don't miss that and more on an all-new dining playbook tomorrow morning at 9 Dining Playbook is driven by your New England Chevy dealers. The 1-2 pitch from Kelly misses inside. Red Sox bullpen has been good. A 2.81 ERA is 4th best in the majors. It's fouled off here. The CVS Health Charity Classic has added a 2-day family-friendly food festival introducing Crave, Rhode Island. It's on June 15th and 16th at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence. For tickets and information, visit cvshealthcharityclassic.com. By the way, speaking of Dunkin' Donuts, the Providence Bruins have made it through to the 3rd round of the AHL playoffs. They opened up tonight against Syracuse. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Joe Kelly. He strikes out 2, and we head to the 9th, all tied up here in Oakland. By Xfinity, Chris Sale, another 10 strikeout performance, his 8th consecutive outing with 10 or more strikeouts. That matches a major league record that he and Pedro Martinez share. Mitch Moreland driving in both runs for the Red Sox. Nige Benintendi broken 0 for 26 skid. Mark Canha, the big news for the Oakland A's, a double and a triple tonight. And Santiago Casilla is the 4th pitcher of the night for the Oakland A's. His 17th appearance of the season. He's a guy who loves the Bay Area. Began his career with the Oakland A's in 2010, went to the San Francisco Giants, and after 7 years with the Giants has come back to the A's.
See Jackie Bradley questioning that first pitch. He thought that breaking ball was up and away. Still shaking his head.
Bradley 0 for 2 on the night, but he's gotten on twice, reached via an error in the 4th inning and then walked in the 6th. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Change up that time, 88 miles an hour, down and away from Bradley. So the closer in the game here in the 9th inning. Here's that changeup. A lot of movement on it, too.
Casilla and the A's bullpen had a rough go of it last weekend at Texas. 3 consecutive blown saves and 3 consecutive losses against Texas. On Friday, Casilla gave up a season-high 4 hits and 4 runs for a second blown save and second loss. He was 3 for 3 in save chances over his first 8 appearances, 3 for 5 with a 7.36 ERA in his last 8. After getting out ahead of Jackie Bradley Jr. 0-2, it is now 2-2. Foul pop back into the seats.
Tomorrow at 3:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. Adam, Jim, and Steve will preview Drew Pomerantz's start against the A's. DCU Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
There are some concerned looks in the green room right now, I promise you that. 12-15, tie game in the 9th inning.
We're gonna get some runs. Red Sox will score here in the 9th.
All right, you feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
I like that. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Feeling it a little bit less right now after the leadoff man strikes out. Challenged him that time with the fastball inside. A lot of pitches that Jackie Bradley have been away from him in that at bat, and that time he comes inside with the fastball. He'll pick up the strikeout.
Number 3, Sandy.
Well, look back at a big play in the 5th inning. Red Sox had the bases loaded with 2 outs in the 5th, and Hanley Ramirez hot shot down the third base line. This is a nice play by Trevor Plouffe, who earlier in the inning hadn't gotten enough on a throw, but he did that time.
Yeah, get desperation play here. You just get rid of the ball and hope it goes in the right direction at first base. And a nice play. You know, it was a nice play by Plouffe, but it was also a nice play by Healy on the other end.
All right, so Jerry Remy's guaranteed run inning continues here with 1 down and Sandy Leon at the plate. Leon 1 for 3 on the night, had a single back in the 3rd inning. See him, this is outside. You can see this is the second at bat for Leon against Casilla. Had a double in his only other at bat. Broke his bat as he fouls it off. For those of you wondering, I'm filling in for the rest of the weekend here in Oakland for Dave O'Brien, who is back celebrating his daughter Katie's graduation from the University of New Hampshire. So from all of us here, congratulations to Katie, who wraps up her time as a Wildcat, and to the entire family.
Yeah, congratulations to the whole family. That's a big deal. Graduated from college, and Dad, Mom can now spend money on their own.
You go right to the payments.
Yeah, you can't. Payments are always on your mind.
But you celebrate the weekend.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, then you start planning a vacation. That's what you do right after that. This is outside there. But congratulations to the O'Briens. Enjoy the weekend. Weather's supposed to be good up in New England, so hope the whole family gets together and gets to enjoy it. Had a daughter last year. Sandra graduated and is now working in baseball. So Craig Kimbrell is up. Used him in the 9th inning in St. Louis in a tie game. That turned out for the best. Hoping they use him in a save situation here, as Leon gets a base hit to left field. So Leon 2 for 2 lifetime against Casilla.
That's a nice job by Sandy Leon. He got a breaking ball that time and really did a good job on staying back on it and slapping that ball hard to the opposite field. Now it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner at first base for Leon.
It'll be Christian Vasquez, the other catcher, coming in as the pinch runner. So after breaking his bat, he found another piece of lumber. Did the most with it.
That ball just kept slicing away off the bat of the left-hander, slicing away from the shortstop, Rosales.
Additionally, for the Red Sox, pinch hitting.
So Vasquez is pinch running.
Number 52,
And now Josh Rutledge will be a pinch hitter for Devin Marrero. Marrero 0 for 2 with a walk on the night. Josh Rutledge hitting .303 on the season. And has at least one hit in each of the last 3 games he's appeared in. 3-game hitting streak. 1 for 1 as a pinch hitter in St. Louis. Swing and a miss there. It's quickly 0-2.
And 2 fastballs to operate on first 2 pitches, but no contact by Rutledge.
Since joining the Red Sox, Rutledge hitting .333 when he enters the game as a substitute, either a pinch hitter or coming in defensively and then getting an at-bat. We're hoping for more of that here tonight. Fouls it off and stays alive.
Same thing, challenging with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. He's seen 3 pitches, 3 fastballs.
Mookie Betts on deck. Get to that top of the order tonight. Get something across the plate here in the 9th inning. 2-0 lead, but the A's came back with runs in the 5th and 6th to tie it. That's fouled. Stay tuned for Red Sox Final, presented by Plainridge Park Casino. Adam, Jim, and Steve have the updates on David Price's outing in Buffalo. Pablo Sandoval, the DH in that game as they play for Pawtucket tonight. Take a look at the key plays of this one. Another 10 strikeout performance for Chris Sale. You'll hear from him. All that coming up. Oh, 2 count to Rutledge. He drives this one to right center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Good read there from Vasquez all the way over to third. Men on the corners with 1 out here in the 9th for the Red Sox.
You're right, TC. That's an excellent read by Vasquez because the play is in front of him. The first thing the first base coach tells you when you get to first base, check the outfield to see how deep they are. So you automatically know where they're playing. That's the most important thing. And then you got to make a read on contact. Is this ball going to be able to drop in? You can see it's right in front of him. He makes a decision to go. It was no contest at all. So now you get men at first and third with 1 out. Paid off. Everything paid off right there. Good base running by Vasquez. And the pinch hit single by Rutledge.
So a chance to do something here with Mookie Betts at the plate. Betts 1 for 4 with a 3rd inning double. Over the last 10 games, his 5 home runs is tied for the most in the majors. Line drive right at the third baseman. Plouffe didn't have to move, and there's 2 down to the 9th.
Now, you can't hit the ball harder than that or better than that. Line shot right at Plouffe, playing in about even with the bag, right at him. Did not have to move. And did not even have to make a step to his right or left. Just an absolute rocket right to the glove.
Number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Well, that'll bring up Dustin Pedroia now with 2 down and 2 on. Pedroia 1 for 4, had a single in the 5th inning. The Red Sox loaded the bases with 2 outs but couldn't score. And men on the corners here. 1 out, that hot shot from Betts right at the third baseman, and here's strike 1 to Pedroia.
I'll tell you what, if Pedroia gets the 2 strikes, I try the double steal. This is not a good defensive ball club. They may throw the ball away if they throw through.
Crowd coming alive here in Oakland. Garcia looks in.
Fastball away.
Gets the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
Well, lately, Dustin's been getting worn out by those fastballs on the outside part of the plate. This is where I try to play.
Runners hold. Pedroia ducks out of the way. Fifth batter of the inning for the Red Sox. About hit the A's 9-7. 10th hit, give them the lead. He gets out of the way of that.
Tried to run that fastball inside, a two-seamer inside to Pedroia, but a good take by Dustin Pedroia as that ball was a good 3 or 4 inches off the inside.
The 2-2. Ground ball. Lowry gets after it, flips to Rosales to end the inning. So the Red Sox get 2 hits but can't score. We head to the bottom of the 9th in a tie game. Red Sox moment honoring the 2007 Red Sox World Championship season. In their 41st game of the 07 season, the Red Sox beat the Braves 13-3 in game 1 of the doubleheader. Julio Lugo, Kevin Youkilis, Mike Lowell, and Willie Mo Pena all homered in the offensive outburst for the Sox. 9th inning in a tie game here, and Craig Kimbrell is in, making his 19th appearance. Red Sox have won each of the 18 games he has appeared in. This is similar to what we saw in St. Louis and in Minnesota, where they brought him in games that weren't safe situations. Take a look at Christian Vasquez behind the plate. Josh Rutledge over at third. Big swing there by Chris Davis. He was looking to end it with one swing of the bat.
He had no chance on that. A high fastball at about 98 miles an hour.
swing and a miss. Strike three, another strikeout for Kimbrel.
And the Red Sox have struck out the last 3 A's they face. Kelly had 2 in the 8th, and now he just blows the fastball upstairs by Chris Davis.
Craig Kimbrel has now struck out 16 of the last 22 batters he's faced and retired 27 out of 28. He struck out more than 54% of the batters he's faced this season. He'll face Trevor Plouffe here. 1 out of the 9th. Plouffe. Line drive, right field. Betts is there, 2 down. Kimbrel has been the best closer in baseball over the last 6 years, Jerry, but I think we're seeing the best of his entire career right now.
Yeah, I'd agree. You know, I didn't see the time, obviously, a lot in San Diego, but this has been some kind of run that he has been on. It's been almost, you know, untouchable, unbeatable. So many strikeouts.
268 saves now over the last 6 years. That's the most in all of Major League Baseball. He's got 2 quick outs here with Ryan Healy at the plate. He takes strike 1, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, 1 the count. And he misses outside.
Sometimes now it's unusual to see him throw a ball. I mean, it's been pretty much strike after strike after strike.
Even a fly ball, you're stunned that somebody makes contact. Kimbrel looks in. We've started calling him the 9th inning wonder of the world back in the studio. Like that?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
All right, now I'm going to give full credit where it's due. Our producer, Sean Allen, back at Nesson, came up with that, but I've been taking credit for it. So feel free.
The truth comes out.
So I'm giving the truth, all right? But feel free to give me credit anyway. So it's fouled back up here over everything. Kimbrel can finish things out here in the 9th. It'll be Bogarts, Benintendi, and Hanley Ramirez in the 10th. High fly ball to center field. It is back. It is. Did he catch it? Oh my, what a catch! Unbelievable catch for Jackie Bradley Jr. He goes up and over the wall and robs Ryan Healy of a walk-off home run. We head to the 10th, tied in Oakland.
All right, Oakland, it's MLB Network's Matt Vasgersian here with another big 3 race featuring Tim Hudson, Barry Zito, and Mark Mulder. Gentlemen, are you ready? Hall of Famer Double X Jimmy Fox with the honors to start us with the opening bell, and they're off.
Top of the 10th inning here in Oakland, and Jackie Bradley Jr. keeps this game going with as good a catch as you will see at any point in a game, let alone with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th.
A thing that impressed me about the catch by Bradley is he seemed like he had that under control the whole way. Very casually going back to the wall, jumping up and taking a home run away.
And Xander Bogaerts leading off here in the 10th inning. He got his glove over the fence and pulled back a walk-off home run.
Now, if you look at the reaction from Kimbrel, he thinks the ball's gone, and he is shocked when Bradley makes the catch.
I waited on the call because you couldn't tell from up here whether he had it in the glove or not.
Well, it's as deep as away from here as you could be, 400 feet.
An unbelievable catch from the man who's made a few of them over the years. Xander Bogaerts now trying to follow that up with some offense here in the 9th, and he takes a called strike 3. Take another look at that catch, because you will not see a better one.
Just watch how casually he goes after this ball. He's in complete control of the baseball. He knows the flight path, and then perfectly timing the jump and taking the home run away from Healy. Healy can't believe it, and I think Kimbrel also, we had a close-up of him. He thinks it's gone, and then all of a sudden he sees the catch, and the arms go up.
It was a stunning moment as he brought it back in and casually flipped it to the umpire, and I think 24,000 people suddenly realized this game wasn't over. And Andrew Benintendi gets his second hit of the night.
Yeah, 2 for 4 tonight for Benintendi as he pulls that one between first and second.
Now batting, number 13, Hanley Ramirez.
So Hanley Ramirez now had a single in his last at bat. He's 1 for 4 on the night. As we go to extra innings for the second time in 3 games, a 13-inning win Wednesday night in St. Louis. Long night of travel. The loss yesterday, and now in the 10th here in Oakland. Tomorrow with a quick word for Benintendi.
What you see Amaro doing is he's going up to Benintendi and he's telling him what the time was like on the pickoff attempt to first base. Also make sure checking the signs at third base that they're all on the same page. Next thing you know, the night stopwatch that he carries, and he's always got that clicking on throws to first base and also on deliveries to home plate.
See Benintendi 3 for 4. Stolen base attempts. Dull has given up 6 earned runs in his last 4 games. That's an ERA of 18. Red Sox had a 2-0 lead on a 2-run homer from Mitch Moreland back in the 4th. A's answered back with single runs in the 5th and 6th, an RBI triple for Mark Canha, an RBI double for Chris Davis. Daniel Coulombe up for the 2nd time tonight. He's the 4th reliever of the night for the A's as Hanley swings and misses there.
Yeah, there's a pitch right there that Hanley never really picked up the spin out of the hand of the pitcher. This ball never was really a strike.
Jackie Bradley Jr. taking in the play of the game. Hanley fouling this one off to the right side. Mitch Moreland, the 2-run home run. He's on deck. Heath Hembree up in the Red Sox bullpen. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Dahl. Two down to the 10th.
Couple of breaking balls right there that Hanley did not see well at all, and swinging at them pitches that were way off the outside part of the plate for the strikeout.
Now batting, number 18, Mitch Moreland.
Once again, he goes to the slider, as you can see, away from Hanley Ramirez, down and away, and two similar pitches he swung on in that at bat. This is interesting. I thought they were going to bring a left-hander in to face Moreland.
Instead, it looks like they will leave Dahl out there as Fegley goes out to chat. Afternoon baseball for the rest of this series coming your way at 3 o'clock with pregame coverage on Saturday and Sunday. Red Sox get their 3rd consecutive off day on Monday. 3 straight Mondays they've had off. One on, 2 down for Moreland, who takes strike 1. Moreland 1 for 4. There's Hembree warming up. Become almost an everyday occurrence. Hembree leading the team in appearances. Benintendi's got a dive back.
Outfield very, very deep for the Oakland Athletics, trying to keep that ball in front of them so the run can't score from first base on anything to the outfield, especially Rajai Davis in center field.
Yeah, he's about where Bradley leaped.
Yeah.
As far back in center, just about as you can be. It's a big outfield here in Oakland, and you can see those outfielders way back there. Major League leader in doubles. Moreland takes ball 1. Dahl has spent a lot of time thinking about Andrew Benintendi at first base. Benintendi. As Moreland fouls it off. Benintendi snapping that over 26 skid. The day off yesterday, and then had a double in the 2nd inning. A single here in the 10th. And a walk in the middle as well. So 2 for 4 on base 3 times. Moreland trying to drive him in as John Farrell watches. Timeout called. Moreland steps back in. 10 hits on the night for the Red Sox, including that 2-run home run from Moreland of Kendall Graveman back in the 4th inning. That one bounces down in the dirt. Benintendi got a good look at it, and he gets to second base safely.
That's a great read by Benintendi. You know, you're always taught, and this is something they work on all the time. If you see that ball is going to bounce, and you know it's going to bounce, you take off and go for second base, because very few times is a catcher going to come up with that clean. They may block it, but they're not going to come up clean. And there's the takeoff at first base by Benintendi, so he gets in a scoring position.
He'll take second on the wild pitch.
Good secondary lead and a good read on the ball in the dirt.
Fegley did that about as well as you can do it. He
Yeah, he did.
Got it up quickly and still couldn't get him. So now he's in scoring position. On a 2-2 count to Mitch Moreland. He has kept everything low on Moreland. Sends that one into the seats on the right field side.
Tried to get that slider inside on Moreland, but Moreland was way out in front of it. Ball was up about belt high.
2 for 13 with 2 outs from runners in scoring position. There's your runner in scoring position, Andrew Benintendi. 1-out single, advancing on the wild pitch. Fly ball, left field, drifting, getting over there to make the catch is Chris Davis, and that'll end the inning. So Moreland gives it a ride. But Davis makes the catch, and we head to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied at 2.
And it's time for the wheel of cabs.
We'll have the 4th pitcher of the night coming on for the Red Sox. It'll be Heath Hembree. It's Jackie Bradley Jr., the play of the night. Maybe the week, maybe the year. 2 out, up and over the wall to make the catch to rob Ryan Healy of what would have been a walk-off home run. And we move on. Hembree, 21st appearance of the season through a scoreless 10th inning Wednesday night at St. Louis. Looking for a scoreless 10th from him tonight. Leads the Red Sox in appearances and innings by a reliever. They'll be facing the 7, 8, 9 hitters of the A's lineup.
Right fielders, number 20, Mark Canha.
Mark Canha will be leading off. Matt Joyce in the on-deck circle.
Canha's had a good night, a double and a triple in this game, a triple, a drive, and a run back in the 5th inning.
2 for 3 tonight against Chris Sale. 2 of the 7 hits allowed by Sale. Ball 1 there from Hembree. You look at the numbers for Canha, 282 now with an 830 OPS. Canha getting the start in right field tonight. Joyce, who's normally the right fielder, on deck. Looks like he'll hit for the designated hitter, Chad Pinder. Robbie Scott up and warming up in the bullpen for the Red Sox. There's a long fly ball to left field. That is up and that is gone. A walk-off home run from Mark Canha, his 3rd extra base hit of the night. A double, a triple, and a walk-off home run as the A's take the first 2 games from the Red Sox. first career walk-off home run for Mark Canha, who is the offensive star for the A's tonight. The Red Sox strand 10 men on base, out-hitting the A's 10-8. But they are beaten in extra innings, 3-2 the final. Great pitchers duel, some great plays along the way, but in the end, Adam Pellerin, the A's get the walk-off on their second try in extra innings.